Just as we're coming out of that ad break, Jim, I heard. So I'm an admirer of people who talk about themselves in the third person.
Yes.
I think it's one of the more amusing things. As we came to a break, Damo had a little look at the iPad just to see what was coming through, and he said, "I've been pretty quiet." To which point, Chief turned around and said, "When you turn the focus off the Chief, everything went silent."
That's it.
Got to give the people what they want, Duke. Let's be brutally honest.
Bit of third-person action, Chief. You're having an extraordinary night tonight. When you turn the attention away from me,
that's it.
that was the end of the night.
You can't. What did he say? You can't build on
Everest.
Can't build on
top
that
of
was
Everest.
what sort of got us started with the Chief, and
Just give them what they want you.
he's just improved from there, which is what we like. Because let's put it this way. There aren't a lot of tricks beyond that with the Chief.
No.
So unless he's strongly taken the piss with himself in mind, you do tend to dry up on a Friday, Chief.
Can we just say, about maybe maximum twice a year when we travel interstate overnight out, most times Chief will just shut himself down and head off. We won't engage in any social activity. But
Won't even say goodnight.
on a rare night, at least once a year, very occasionally twice a year, he pins the ears back, Chief, in a state and strafes everyone inside. Everyone in the industry.
He speaks to no one until he's halfway through his second chub, and then at that point it starts, and an hour later he's still going. And if you're in his eye line, you will cop it deluxe. You'll cop it better than I've heard anyone cop it.
And Simon Leflin copped it a couple of years ago in Brisbane, Jim, and we're having one of these chats with Chief.
And no one happy
Not
with
from
themselves. From you.
Jim.
No, you gave it to him. You didn't even know he was on the Hawthorn list
didn't.
there at one
That's
stage.
true.
You
Yes,
said,
I
what
did.
was your name again? And
Yeah, you did.
Did you play for us?
You weren't
said.
aware that he was
No,
on
I
the
never
list.
did.
Yes, you
blokes are
did.
taking
You
it
whispered
poetic
in
life.
my ear and said, was he with
Oh, Walker, don't you dare.
I was there and I heard you say exactly that.
No idea he even was at the club, Chief.
Pure fabrication, you blokes.
Speaking of Leflin, I have received a text from him not long ago. Another Friday night in Geelong. Nice drive, question mark. I responded, you are 100% to blame for this debacle, and I put a word before that I can't say on air.
Yeah.
100%, old fat boy. And that's why they've taken the draw off him.
Yeah, we're going to get more of this, though, Jim. I mean, they're developing the ground, increasing the capacity. I think Brian Cook said 36,000
Yes.
they'll be looking at. So it's going to give it. There's always going to be great atmosphere here because it'll be packed every time they play.
Good, so just anywhere but a Friday night, Chief, is all we're saying. Especially in the middle of July when it's bloody
Well,
Arctic.
that's what all the lights are for, Jim.
Hey, that's what the roof's for at Etihad.
It was good to hear Brian Cook on the way down say that they're going to remove the Atco huts that we
Yes,
broadcast
that's
in
it.
and just allow us not to sit on each other's laps. So that'll incentivise us to get down here.
Speaking of Brian Cook, I don't know whether you heard when Bill asked him about Bomber Thompson, whether it was true that the board, Cookie rang and said, look, the board are about to assemble, and if I were you, given your jobs on the line, I'd be getting to the meeting and sitting in front of the board. It's pretty important. To which Bomber was alleged, until Bill asked him, said, you made me wait for 2 weeks, so I'm on holiday now on Hamilton Island, you can wait for me. 2 weeks later, he drifted back down. And so Bill said, is that actually true, Cookie? He goes, yeah, no, it is. He said, I don't remember the exact language it used, but in principle, that's absolutely spot on. Can you believe that?
Yeah, we can. I think now we feel we know Bomber a bit better than we may have at the time.
How good is that?